So we have the objectives in Facebook. Considerably, they are defined into three categories: the awareness stage, consideration, and conversion. Basically, it's designed for startups. And if not, let's just understand them one by one. So, brand awareness. Of course, if you are new to the market and nobody knows you, and if nobody knows you, then nobody is going to buy from you. So first, what you do is you create brand awareness. You talk about your organization. You display that you have a company. These are your qualities, and this is what you deliver. So brand awareness. After that comes reach. In this part, it doesn't matter to you whether people know you or not, but you just want to spread a message over here. So a very basic difference between brand awareness and reach comes out to be with a small example. So Flipkart is an organization. They do not need to do brand awareness. Most of the Indians already know them. But does everybody know when does their big billion a day comes? So at that point of a time, they can utilize reach over here. Then comes in consideration traffic, where you are moving your audience from the Facebook platform to your website, ultimately driving a lot of people to come to your website and take a look over there. Then we have engagement. Engagement means like, click, comment, and share. Any particular post that you have done and you are looking forward to have engagement with that, you can utilize this objective. App installs. App installs is all about having a new app installed into your phone. So let us say that like you just bought a phone and you do not have any apps in that, or there were already inbuilt any many apps over there which you can even delete. So if you are being asked as an agency or as a freelancer also by anyone that okay, please drive a campaign, I want people to install my app, that particular point of a time you utilize app installs. After that, video views, you just want people to watch out your videos. Lead generation, this is the most important element for any business to develop. Until unless you have the contact details of an individual, you'll not be able to proceed further. So you need to have the mobile number, the contact number details. You talk about the email ID, first name, last name. So you prepare a form over here, or you can even ask the user to visit the website and fill the contact form over there, or you can even fill the form in Facebook itself. Messages, you directly land your messages, your advertisement into the messenger or the message box of a user of Facebook. Conversions, you already have the data of people visiting to your website. They have utilized your apps, or they have filled up your forms, uh, they have seen your videos. You are targeting all those people who are already known. Then comes catalog sales, which is purely meant for e-commerce business. And store traffic, wherein you expect people uh, to visit your store. It could be a restaurant, it can be a showroom, or any particular place where a physical appearance of a particular store. You want people to come over there and take a particular action, do shopping, or whatsoever the means of a showroom follow. Let us learn how to read the data on Facebook. We go to the ads manager, and over here we go into audience insights. Audience insights teaches us, or gives us the data of everyone who has account on Facebook, not individually, but of course area wise, or inside that particular area, what is supposed to be the interest of those people. And yes, willingly we have submitted this data to Facebook. So by default, we are getting to see the data of United States over here, wherein the actual population can be something else. But we have 150 million to 200 million people who have joined Facebook in United States, out of which we have 55% women and 45% men. Similarly, their age groups are also defined over here. Now, out of these people, how many of them are in a relationship status? How many of them are single, engaged, married, high school, whatever? Then what kind of sectors these people are actually into? Percentage wise, we can see their data. What we also got to know is what kind of pages do these people like. We can target people based upon the pages that they like. So the highest liked page in United States seems to be Walmart with 24.7 million likes. The affinity, how many people do find a connection with it or relevant enough with this. Not just limited to this, location based or the kind of activity. You can see different states of the entire country. And let us have a look at our beloved India. So the actual population of India crosses more than 133 crore, whereas we just have 250 million to 300 million people on Facebook, out of which we just have 23% women and 77% men, and the age groups follows up like this. The relationship status: single, in a relationship, engaged, married. Now, it is certainly not like this data has not been taken from our Aadhaar card or anything, but willingly we have marked ourselves that I got married, flying from this airport to that airport, sitting in this kind of a restaurant. This data has willingly gone to Facebook from our end. What kind of page likes do we have? Likewise, we can even check it out for different cities. So when I go city wise, I picked up a nice city from India. That's Bangalore. The actual population of the city crosses 1 crore 30 lakh, out of which we have 7 million to 8 million people. 31% women, 69% men. It's the highest like page over here. So we have Anushka Shetty, Prabhas, Samantha, and yes, never to miss out upon this team. Royal Challengers Bangalore. Look at the affinity size that this video actually has. The interest section is just not limited to, if I say food and drink. If I want to enhance it a little bit more, I want to go more into food and drink, I can do that too. So I go into food and drink over here. Now, what kind of food and drinks do you actually prefer in drinks? I'm going to restaurants, food. What kind of cuisines do they prefer? Technology. Based upon that, I will get to see all these pages, which is actually ranking mode and their affinity size. Utilizing all of it, I can create a ad directly from here. At the very same time, let's have a look at our ads manager. So what and all do we have in our ads manager? The account quality, billing, brand safety, business settings, events manager, images and videos that you upload for your advertisement, your shop locations. We are going to explore most of them, and let's have a look one by one. So let's start with the very first, Creative Hub. In Creative Hub, we will get to learn how to design an advertisement. What are the basic things? What is the image size required for a particular advertisement, and what should be, how you're going to connect it to a particular page. So let's do it. I go to create mockup. So there are different kinds of advertisements on Facebook. Before we go over here, let's go to Facebook and see the kind of advertisements that we can have in Facebook. So there's one ad by Workplace where this is a page. If I click on this, I'll go to the Facebook page. Now this is the profile picture of the page, and this content say goodbye to unimaginable email threads. Or this is called as primary text. This is a single video image ad, single video ad. Over here we have a URL. Start your free trial is the headline. What is missing in this is a description, and this is called as a call to action button. Another ad over here. This is a single image ad. Similarly, this is a page, primary text over here, and the URL, headline, and the call to action button. We have advertisements in the right hand side also. Another ad. So by now you have figured out how does an advertisement look like in Facebook, and how we shall prepare one accordingly. So let's select one single image ad. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to name the page. It's a test for ad. Then I'm supposed to add a profile picture for it. The size is mentioned already, 180 into 180 pixels. Primary text which comes below the over here. So pick up our image. The primary text. Again, this is going to be requiring a picture. What is the size? 1080 into 1080. So select the image. Pick the image of the very same size. I didn't want to do the very same over here. This was a little less. It was 100 into 100. Now, where do I want these people to land if they click upon the advertisement? So I have to have a URL over here. And if I do not even add this image and I paste a particular URL over here, it is automatically going to fetch the image from that website as well as the headline and the description also. So in headline, let us say that try. Although the image does not make any sense with the advertisement, but it's just for the learning purpose. Anything. So what if you have noticed the changes that I'm doing in the left hand side are appearing in the right hand side. So you see what I have done. Primary text I have written over here. We have to paste the website URL, but our headline and the description. It is necessary that I put in this website URL over here. So I will copy one. Contact page. Copy. Done. The only thing missing in this entire ad is the call to action button. The call to action button depends upon what is your advertisement, what is your actually objective about. Do you want people to, fill up a form? Do you want them to come to your website, or do you just want them to acknowledge something? So you choose your call to action button accordingly over here. Once you are done, this entire ad is totally ready. Go on to save, name this ad. So it can be utilized in terms of if you are doing any advertisement for your clients. So at that point of a time, before you launch the ad, just confirm it from them whether it is okay or not, and what to do with it. Once you have saved it, you can actually create a URL for this. Now, how do we create a URL? Let's have a look at that part too. Once you have done, click upon save changes. Come to import. Pick up on this checkbox and copy the URL. Once it is copied, you can even go to a new tab, paste it. This is where you will get to see your advertisement. Now you can send the very same link to your client. Let's get to your ads manager. Now, we have already discussed about the objectives over here. Let us pick up an example and let's start with that. So, suppose you want to do brand awareness for a new product of your own, or you have a client. So, first we will name the campaign, which is generally the objective. So, I'll say BA. I have a client. So what is A/B test? Now suppose that you want to do two advertisements, you want to compare them. That is the point of a time when you use A/B test. How you can compare those two advertisements is by in one section you can target the people from the age group of 18 to 30. In the another one you can target the people from 30 to 40. Or you can do two advertisements, one in Bangalore and the other one you can do in Delhi, and compare what kind of results you are getting. So it's all about comparing two advertisements. Then comes campaign budget optimization, in which if you are going to have multiple advertisements, you see if I'm going to launch one single ad and I give 400 rupees or 600 rupees to Facebook for that, then Facebook will spend entire amount of those 400 or 600 rupees to that particular ad according to the date and time that I will select. But what if I'm going to launch multiple ads? At that point of time, what is going to happen? So in campaign budget optimization, whatsoever the budget that I'm going to put, that budget will be divided among all the advertisements based upon their performance. So I'm not going to select any, but I'll continue. Over here you can name the ad set. It comes within the campaign. Now we get to see custom audience. What are custom audience? Custom audience are the audience who you are already having the data of. So custom audience, let me show you this way. Clicked upon custom audience. They are visited your website or have shown some activity over the app. You utilized a video objective, and people who have seen the video, who have filled the lead form. Instant experience is the kind of advertisement which actually comes on your phone or on Instagram too. The customer list. You can actually go ahead and upload a list of customers to Facebook. Facebook is going to hash that data and identify, and it's never going to misutilize or keep that data for themselves. The offline activity, people who have walked up into your showroom or restaurants or a store, people like who have visited your profiles, attended the events, or people who are connected to your page. Any kind of data whichsoever you have with any of these things, you can submit it to Facebook, and Facebook will release an advertisement to them. Now, the condition is that you must have 10,000 data points. 10,000 is the minimum requirement for it. After that, so suppose you have selected somewhat around 50,000 audience, and you think it is less. Now, Facebook has one option called lookalike audience, in which Facebook says that whatsoever the kind of data that you have uploaded, we have the similar data whose interest, their behavior actually matches. They look alike. So, up to what percentage do you want to, match them up? Now, recommended is 2 to 3%. More than that, I wouldn't suggest for anybody to go, or maximum 4%. So, if you have any data, you can connect that your website. How to perform that act? That can be done by pixels. So, pixels is a set of code given by Facebook. You have to go back to the backend of your website, and into the tag head, you have to paste it over there. And Facebook starts tracking all the visitors who come to your website. After this, I'm going to target the locations where I want to release this advertisement. So I want to do brand awareness for my client. This is who are having into a tea business. So what is the age group where, people tend to enjoy tea? Tea can be enjoyed by anybody, but youngsters, if I say that, they're not into tea, so I'll pick age group of at least 23, maybe because they get into office and they start having a tea routine. Before that, might be anything. If your conscience says, or your data report actually says, that it should start from 18 or even 13 to 14, anything. It cannot be just taken a wild guess that I'm going to take up 23. There are data reports based upon which a person must make a decision what age group has to be selected. Now, this just does not go for tea. So, suppose if you were doing an advertisement for a builder, where you are supposed to showcase that, okay, this builder is really good, and they have wonderful flats at a very cost-effective rate. So, what age group are you going to select over here? Probably by the age of 23 or 25, nobody is able to even think that, okay, they are going to go ahead and purchase a flat. Might be by the age of 27 or 28, a person does get stable in their life, and they can think of going ahead to purchase such kind of a thing. So yeah, this is how you can also make decisions about it. Then comes the gender. Well, I will not go for any, but both of them. Then comes detailed targeting. This is the main part. So if you do not have the data in the custom audience, right? If you're totally a new person in the market, then what are you going to do? In this particular section, you have interest, demographics, and behavior. How to utilize them is a total not be more than 1 MB, and 15 to 50 15 to 150 pixels are advised. It's clearly written over here. Go to choose image. Incorrect image aspect ratio. Select square image and try again. Well, I did try my level best for it to be under 1 MB and 150 to 150. I think I must consult my graphic designer and then come back to it. Feature eligibility, yes, upload videos, create playlist. I'm eligible enough for that. And features that require phone verification, I can get this verified myself. All that I have to do is verify phone number, put my phone number over there, get my channel verified for this. Upload defaults. Every time, you don't need to write the title or the description, visibility or the tags for it. Whatsoever the things that you upload over there, by default next time they will be taken. Permissions, manage permissions. You are currently managing channel permissions through a brand account. So if I want to manage things like giving access to any particular account, information about it, that's what I can actually manage from over here. The kind of roles we make a person admin, or what kind of roles I can give to an individual. I can add them, remove them from here. Any community moderators. What is a moderator?